Hi. Let's talk. I didn't want to make this. I have my notes. I have some notes written out on my phone. Breaking my silence. Why I am no longer identifying with goth and the goth subculture. To those of you who may be familiar with my channel, you may know I've been presenting as a goth since my last video. I have had a sudden change of heart. In this video, I will be breaking my silence on why I have chosen to end my relationship with the goth subculture. This is one of the hardest videos I have ever had to make. I have been putting this off for long enough. Let's just get this over with. I am planning to no longer dress gothic and alternatively. I have found that my style scares off men, and I am no longer financially stable enough to pretend that men do not exist. According to my covert market research in my Instagram comments, increasing my male viewership by evolving my brand towards softer aesthetics is projected to be a lucrative grift. In addition, I must address that I was never truly a real goth. While I did listen to goth bands, support local goth artists, and dress in dark fashion, I rarely enjoyed horror movies, with the exception of Midsommar and Hereditary, and found gothic architecture to be inferior to both the Baroque and Brutalist schools of building design. I'm sorry, I prefer colonial fashion to Victorian fashion, and I am tired of pretending that I don't. In addition, Los Angeles's lack of public transportation made it near impossible to get to goth events when I didn't want to drive. I would get in my car and be like, well, there's gonna be traffic, and I just wouldn't want to go anymore. And I also don't smoke cigarettes, which made me an outcast. Yes, I understand that I had these issues before I became a goth, but I thought that I could make this work. I was wrong. Clearly, I must travel to greener pastures. It does make me sad that I will no longer be allowed to listen to darkwave or any gothic bands, as that would be an appropriation of the subculture that I am no longer a part of. Moving forward, I will be listening exclusively to Brazilian Sigma Funk and Stadium Rock playlists. Privately, I will still participate in closet goth activities, like loitering outside 7-Eleven and making Morrissey cringe compilations. You can still expect the same great videos from me. It'll just be different this time. I understand if this is a shock to you. It was a shock to me when I discovered I was no longer goth. Here's how I plan to move forward. I will be bleaching my hair back to its natural state of ice blonde. I was genetically blessed, may I just add. I could have been a ginger, but you know, whatever. Over the next year, I will be replacing most of my wardrobe with Forever 21 and H&M. You may know that I have some custom-made pieces as well as some designer pieces like from Shrine of Hollywood. And my roommate runs a small business making goth clothing. Unfortunately, as I am distancing myself from the subculture, I can no longer support that. I will be fast fashion maxing, as I am still ruthlessly addicted to Shein and do not see a future in which that is not the case. Please be patient with me through these difficult times. In addition, I am pledging to delete Reddit from my phone. I will be getting all of my information from 4chan moving forward. This is a necessary step in radicalizing myself to be gothphobic. That is homophobia, but for the goth population. I promise I will not allow myself to become radicalized towards any other ideology during my time on 4chan. Additionally, I will be adopting a preteen SCOBY so we can farm fresh kombucha. I have a couple of options picked out. I'm looking around on Etsy. This will be a hard transition for me, so I may be experimenting with tapering off to milder subcultures as opposed to going cold turkey. Like, I might start slow with e-girl and cottagecore and then go off to Nepo Baby core or something. But as a single mother of a 24-month-old cat, I must prioritize finding a father figure for my baby girl. That is why my eventual goal is to become the ultimate fertility-pilled tradwife core housefrau cuffed up to a 6'4" heterosexual twunk. This is projected to occur in Q4 of this year. I hope you can understand, and if you are one of my friends in the goth community who claims that I owe them money, just letting you know, you're not going to see it, and I may be asking you for more because I have suffered so many emotional damages during my time. I just want to thank you in advance for liking and subscribing. I know it's kind of manipulative to do this at the end of an apology video, but I feel like if you've come to this point, we're parasocial enough that I can ask for that. In addition, I also accept coupons and vouchers to New Jersey Michael's. They make a really good portobello sandwich. To close this video, I would like to commemorate my time as a goth in a short memorial compilation. I cried while making this, so fair warning for tears. I want to thank you for listening, and goodbye.